The big brand sale is on at OK Furniture and it's too good to miss. Enjoy massive savings on brands you know and love. And when you spend 2,999 or more, you'll stand a chance to win one of 20 shopping sprees worth 50,000 rands. Browse our catalog and grab your favorites before the 4th of May 2025. While stocks last, T's and C's apply. It is getting powered by What's Betting. It is times.co.za. Bongani Mnisi said, catch us if you can. That's Ubobo indicating to the chasers that Mamelodi Sundowns are in the home stretch. They're almost there, if not psychologically there already. Mamelodi Sundowns beating Cape Town City 2-0 at the city of Cape Town. Cape Town Stadium. Pitch didn't look that great. Maybe they have a lot of concerts there. It's a cause for concern for Cape Town City, but it's not the pitch that they lost to. Tonight it was just a much better opposition. Diogo Pirlo, the caretaker coach of Cape Town City, as he's doing his post-match press conference. He's our former colleague, actually. We work together. There's always few degrees of separation. My partner at iDiskiTV or iDiski Media in general, Jason Aker, worked with him at Soccer Laduma. By the time I got to Soccer Laduma, Diogo was getting out and getting into Cape Town City in 2017 when the team was established. The team is in trouble. They're number 15. Yes, they've played lesser games than others, but you don't imagine Cape Town City as the 15th worst team in this country, or the 15th best team in this country. Lindo Pep, just a summary of the game, sir. What did you think about the game?
Yeah, Mr. Nkeuman, disappointing to see Cape Town City performing like this, more especially with the high-profile players that they have, Abo Makaring, Abo Domingo, Abo Mkojo, Abo Manyama, Abo Petros.
High-profile players.
High-profile players. I'm sure they even have a decent salary. You look at the technical team as well that's brought into Cape Town City, highly professional people.
Roger Desai is
well,
very experienced.
Very experienced coach. Used to work Carlos Quiros, yes.
Multiple World Cups. He was also the 1996 winner. He was a third choice goalkeeper Bafana after John Tlale and Andre Arendse. Amongst many other accolades. I have his book here somewhere. Roger Desai is a very respectable coach in football.
Very. And you also have to mention that they've got an unbelievable manager, an unbelievable CEO, John Committees. I think it's a very difficult year for John Committees. Understanding how professional he is. I know we're going to get into the game, but it's also important, Nkulego, before I even speak about the game, to also emphasize that what Bobo emphasized. Mamelodi Sundowns cannot play that game on the 24th. They cannot play that game on the 21st. Give us an opportunity to compete for the Champions League. Rightfully so. We're playing against the Pyramids.
Same as you would have done for Pirates. Because I said that even for Pirates, before the semi-final, don't play Pirates, don't play Sundowns a week before they play the Champions League. And that's what the PSL did, actually. The only problem that you have, and that's in mitigation for the PSL, is that I think you guys need to wrap this up and go to the Club World Cup somehow.
Our first game is on the 18th.
You see, so somehow, whatever happens, you have to wrap up these games. You must accept that, Uguti, maybe in that week 24 you are free. But then somewhere before that, you're going to have to play 2 matches in like 3 days, something, and you have to accept that.
Yeah, from the 7th, 11th, 14th. I think that's the best way, those 3 days, because I think it's cheaper, Stellenbosch, and then maybe you can add that game there. Because for me, it's important for us to have a full week. We are playing against a team that will be given that break. And also, it's important, I want to encourage the fans, the ones that are going to Egypt, to please celebrate even on our behalf, because the trophy won't come back to South Africa. Immediately, the team is going to the USA. I don't know if Abobobo and the rest of the people that are going there. I don't know the people that are chosen. All the best to the fans that are going to support the club at the
Club World Cup
as well as at the final. But Nkulego, just to get into the game a little bit, a quick one, a very professional performance from Mamelodi Sundowns. Congratulations to this great institution. This institution has done exceptionally well, from development phase to the women's team, to the technical team that has been brought, to the backroom staff, nutritionists, conditioning coaches, analysts. I think everyone has contributed. I don't think it's a one-man show. You look at how the team is ran from a management perspective on the ground. I think we are one of the most well-run club. The team is not afraid to spend money because they are chasing the big trophies. And I think you can tell from the squad of players that we have that Abu Tebza have done exceptionally well. Credit to Abu Tebza, credit to 3310, Ferrero Rocher, Marcelo Allende for a man of the match performance. I think in the last last 3 months, he's been one of the best performers for me. No Tebs are in that midfield. Upegalia back five, except Ulentuzu Murena. It's been a consistent back five for us over the years, over the last 2 years. I think Utebs has taken his game into the next level. I think he's a master of basics. I think if you check quality Tebs, I think his best qualities is that the boy is a master of basics. I think he knows when to play a short pass. None of my stretch, he stretches the ball and then he compresses space. Why compresses space? Ufuna that 5-meter pass, always available in midfield. Ucheko Ferrero Rocher as well. I think Marcelo Allende knows how to play the piano. I think he's the best piano player. Best piano player. He's the best recycler we have in the country. He knows when to clean the ball and take care of the ball. Ucheko Matthews. But what I like in the first 34 minutes is the pass. I think the pass that Urenas plays. I think today we've seen 3 best passes in my opinion. The pass the pass Kankota. The pass there to relay, I think the Celes one is also brilliant, but I think the Reina's pass is a pass that deserves its own salary.
It was fair
oh
pass.
my God. Umesi, that thing trend. Umesi kunale pass outside football, boxing, I finish. I think that's similar. To see
yes,
that
I
pass.
remember that pass in Miami.
Yeah.
At Inter Miami, wearing a pink jersey. They started from the D-line. He sees someone move before they move. So you see someone making a run before they actually make the run, so that you give him the ball in front of where he's going to end up, and then he gets it as a tap in. It's a similar idea, similar vision.
Nkulego, the pass, but exceptional. I've spoken about Matthews, his best quality, that man run. That run is so important because Ikramu passes space.
Yeah.
And the one-touch finish for Matthews. But what I like as well from Ikram, he gets an assist, he gets a goal. Usales does the very same thing, Usales. I think we spoke about him. And Nkulego, I'm old enough to know when to praise and when not to. And for me, in this instance, it's not about praising based on game. For me, the guy has been improving. And I'm not naive to sit here and not see the improvement. It's part of football. It's part of coaching. And credit to Miguel Cardo. So credit to Miguel Cardo for being patient, giving him time to settle into the country, because how he moves in that final third has impressed me, Nkulego.
I think the question will be about his position.
For sure.
Because you had a front three. You had Ribeiro on the right-hand side, Matthews on the left-hand side, centrally you had Ikram Reyners. Where does Sales plays? Because this is going to be the stick you beat him with in the Champions League final, where you cannot see where he is. Today he had positive influence in the game and in the outcomes of the game. But then because of the no man's land he plays, is he a number 10? Not necessarily. What is he? Is he a member of the midfield? Does he have the qualities to play that? I agree with you that he's improving. That cannot be taken away from him.
What I like about him, what I've seen, Nkulego, and maybe there's more to see, which is what makes football interesting. I think he plays off a striker, but not just a striker that knows how to run a channel. If you check that run of the first goal from Ikram Renas, unbelievable run. But what makes him special, I think he knows how to get away paces show striker. I think
so you're talking about what he did for the second goal.
Yeah.
Now, in the meantime, what else does he do? So you see, a member of the front three means you are an attacker.
Yeah.
All you are doing in a game is looking at the fullback, looking at the centre backs, looking at the other fullbacks, and you are waiting for the pass to come. If you're a member of the front three, that's Matthews, Reyners, and Ribeiro. And then, of course, you can search for space for yourself, looking for work. When Reyners, if it's not defined what Sales is doing, then we don't know what is he supposed to do in between the moment where he's giving that pass. So is he an extra midfielder that you have to define this as a club so that you don't critique him when it is not looking like he's doing something?
Yeah, I think the first quality is he's got an unbelievable work rate. I think they want him without the ball, out of position, to be an extra pressure. In position of the ball, sometimes they want him to be an extra player in midfield to overload, but sometimes also they want him in a third-man run, because Jaden also has this very same quality where he would delay in midfield and then arrive late in the box. I think that's his quality. For me, he's not more of a midfielder. I think he's a second striker kind of a player. I think you don't give him too much responsibilities to be too much involved in the game. I think you use him in important moments, and then I Vele in important moments. But credit to Umre, and I think he played very well. Credit to Opre. I think Opre today gave us a masterclass of what it is to play as an inverted fullback. Nkulego, one of the principles of being an inverted fullback, yes, it's to overload in midfield to create a 4v3. Yes, it's to help you ngama restarts. Firstly, you need proper development. You need to know how to play a short pass about feet, because sometimes you lose a one-touch pass. So you must be comfortable with fully boarding about feet. You must be an exceptional scanner. That means you must know what's happening in and around your surrounding. But the most important details that a lot of people don't speak about is to bring the midfielder, the winger, inside. That's the first detail. That if as a winger, Opre comes inside and you decide to stay there, every time as petty baller, he will always receive free because he's an extra player. But now Aubrey has another quality as well, that if you follow him, then you are freeing a winger. So now go by 2v1 situation there. But Aubrey has such an intelligence because he can double up. He can come inside and he can create an extra player going out wide. I think today was a masterclass. Even the previous game, I didn't give him his credit.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Good win for Sundowns.
Very good win for Sundowns. If you look at Miguel Cardoso as well with his away performances, I think the team has improved in terms of defender set piece. I think the team has improved defender corner kicks, because every time when you are playing at home, you are vulnerable to that. You are vulnerable to corner kicks. You are vulnerable to set piece. And if you check about teams that they commit lesser set piece, and the team can deal with that. To Ronza today, Ushama passing out to Pirlo, he organizes. It's not spoken enough in this country. He's a good shot stopper, good ball playing goalkeeper, but I think he's one of his best qualities is the organization, the communication. I think he's an exceptional organizer. That team, he makes that defender better. Credit to Libusa with his left hand side, gives us a balance. Credit to Grant, one of the best defenders we have.
You are like a rapper who's recording a last track of the album. They call it an outro.
Yeah.
You shout out your mother, your father, your neighbor, your gardener, your dog, your girlfriend and your ex-girlfriend and your girlfriend's friends and your girlfriend's friends' best friends. Say song and those are go to salaba. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, was betting. For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami Lindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niazi bafethu, Amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, subscribe to iDiskiTV.